Now in our studios in Singapore by Panagiotis Lynas, who is a Greek entrepreneur based in Singapore. Mr. Lynas, great to have you with us on Newsday. So the Greek people have spoken no more to austerity. Is this a prelude to a Grexit or a new deal with international creditors?
I would rather believe that Greece is much in favor of staying within the European Union, so I don't think it's a sign for a Grexit. But definitely this gives the mandate to the current government to go back to the European Union and to sit down and to negotiate maybe even harder. But a Grexit to me is not an option at this point of time, neither for Greece, neither for the European Union.
Many people do not want more austerity, and do you think Prime Minister Tsipras and the Finance Minister Varoufakis really have more leverage to gain concessions from the international creditors?
Well, I think the reality is the reality. There are some things which have to be done, and there's no way out. There are some very unpopular measures which have been taken in the past, and the austerity is definitely not yet over. However, there may be now an opportunity to go back to the creditors and to say, like, let's look back again at the amounts, let's look back again at how far we want to go. But I think the austerity, there's no way out of the austerity. There are some very unpopular measures which are still ahead.
But if indeed these negotiations fail with international creditors, does the current government have long-term plans if indeed they will leave the Eurozone?
Well, as we have seen, it's a very young government. It's a rather inexperienced government from what we have seen in the last 5 months. And I doubt very much there is a long-term policy. So I think at this point of time, it's very much relying on what they can do back in the European Union, sitting back together with their counterparts. But I doubt very much there is a long-term plan by this government. It's a very inexperienced government.
So give us a scenario. If Greece leaves the Eurozone, what will this mean for the Greece economy and returning to its old currency, the drachma?
Well, we've seen examples in the 90s, in the 97 Asian crisis, whereby, for example, here in Asia, Malaysia rejected and went its own way. And basically, Greece could become once more competitive in an international level with boosting its exports, with a more competitive currency. However, I think on the long term, this European currency is